Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. It's good to be back. I'm feeling better. Got over my food poisoning, but I'm still a little But happy Easter, all of you who are celebrating it today, and those of you that aren't, happy good day. This video, guys, is about intermittent fasting and eating grain-free and organic. And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is I have learned a very hard lesson concerning my health. Back in 2011, 2012, I was eating nothing but organic, and I was not eating grains except on a rare occasion. And by grains, I mean any. No corn, no rice, no wheat, no barley, no grains, period. 0 grains. And guys, my health was like as high as it could be, happy, good, great, wonderful. I mean wonderful. I felt amazing. I had energy beyond words. My weight was down. Like right now, my weight, I am so miserable, I cannot even tell you. And I'm going to go into what led to this. When I was eating organic and no grains, no dairy. I can't eat dairy because I'm lactose intolerant anyway. But I would cheat, you know, once in a while. Just once in a blue moon. Well, I got lazy. I'm not lying to you guys. Over the last, I guess, couple years, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to really follow all that organic and grain-free and no dairy. I would take my lactate so I could eat some dairy. I would eat the grains, and what I noticed, guys, is because I haven't been able to eat wheat for like 30 years. After my 4th child was born, I became lactose intolerant, and I started having issues with wheat after my 4th child. And so something changed in my body, and it took me, you know, a few years to figure it all out, because doctors, of course, I'm sorry guys, you might get upset with me, but I really believe that so many of our doctors, they are not there to cure us, they are there to keep us going, because they can't be rich and live the life they do if we're all healthy. Now guys, in 2011, 2012, I was literally, nothing but meat, vegetables, fruit, nuts, mainly water. And then I would occasionally indulge in some sodas that I got from Whole Foods. They're just made out of cane sugar, not high fructose corn syrup, all those nasty artificial sweeteners. Guys, you are fooling yourself if you think that artificial sweeteners are helping you with your weight and your health. They're the worst things you can, they're the worst. They're the worst for you. And I feel bad for diabetics who think, oh, well, I have to have this. They have proven that artificial sweeteners do not help you. They just simply don't help you with your blood sugar. It messes your whole system up, your metabolic system. It messes everything up because our body doesn't know what to do with all these artificial sweeteners. But you will have people telling you they're fine, they're healthy, they're okay. I still see nutritionists on TV talking about it's okay. It's not okay, guys. So during this time, this 2011, 2012, I was eating that way. My health, my weight dropped. It just fell off of me, and it wasn't by choice. This is another thing about the intermittent fasting. For whatever reason during that time, I just didn't want breakfast. I've never been a breakfast person since high school, so that's not an issue. But I also was, you know, like at lunchtime, I'm like, nah, I'm not really that hungry. So I would end up eating only in the evening, say, I don't know, around 5, 6 o'clock, around there, I would eat. And I felt great. And I started that not by choice, it just kind of happenstance, you know, it's just like somehow I got into that. Well, my weight dropped instantly. It just started falling off of me. I got down to 124, which I'm almost 5'7", and I was shocked. I didn't realize back then that I was doing intermittent fasting. I had no clue that that's what I was doing. That's just the way I happened to be eating. So I would go all day without eating. I'd eat in the evening, not eat till the next evening. Well, I didn't realize that that's what was also helping to drop my weight, that intermittent fasting, because any of you who don't know what that is, it's you go a certain amount of period without eating anything, amount of time, nothing, 0. Some people have a 4-hour block where they eat. Some have an 8, but you can't eat anything outside of that time block. Well, mine happened to be 24 hours. I would go eat dinner, not till the next night eat again. It's just the way I was. Well, when I noticed my weight dropping off, I didn't realize that that's what I was doing. So anyway, my son moved back home back then. I think it was 2012 or 13, around there. And then I was like, well, you know, because he came back from Canada, and I was like, oh, I'm going to start making meals like I used to. Well, guys, I still was eating gluten-free because I can't have wheat. I have a high intolerance to wheat. I will have immediate diarrhea, bloating, digestive issues, terrible with wheat. So I switched to gluten-free. But even though I was eating gluten-free, I noticed my weight kept creeping up, and I was like, oh, whatever, whatever. Well, it's just been within the last, I guess, 6 months that I've really realized, you know what, I can't do this anymore. This weight I have now, this size that I am, guys, I am miserable because I was about 124 then, and I felt fantastic. I felt lightweight. My energy was good. I just felt good. And now I'd say my weight is probably 148, and I am miserable, guys. I mean, I am so miserable, I cannot tell you. On top of the fact that I've had so many digestive issues, I went off of the organic eating. I thought, I listened to other people. I just kind of thought, whatever, you know. So I went off the organic eating. I have had nothing but health issues. Not, I mean, like, I'm healthy, but I don't feel well. You know what I mean? I'm not sick every day to where I'm in bed, but I don't feel 100% like I did before. So I'm a firm believer that all those pesticides and the hormones and antibiotics they put in the meats and everything, I am a firm believer now, because I went off of that way of eating. My weight went up. I wasn't eating more. I was just I was eating grains. I was eating non-organic foods. And guys, when I was eating organic, I wasn't just eating vegetables. I was eating pretty much what I wanted, but it was organic. So I firmly believe all those pesticides and hormones and antibiotics, I do believe they affect our system. I truly do now, because I'm living proof. This weight I've got, guys, I'm big. I mean, I'm even big up here, which is uncomfortable. I'm big. I feel bigger than, you know, 124 to 148. That's a jump. And I feel it every day now. I feel miserable. I'm tired. I tire easily. And like I saw this one thing on TV, he was talking about how if you don't think gaining just 20 pounds can change your life, he said, go buy a 20-pound bag of potatoes. Carry that with you all day. Carry it on your back like in a backpack or whatever. Carry it with you all day. And he said, see how tired you are after one day of carrying an extra 20 pounds. That's what it does to your body when you gain weight. It's a lot more work for your heart, for your organs, for everything, your muscles, to carry that around. And so I have been miserable, guys. I mean, I finally reached a point where I thought, okay, this is it. I'm done. Like last night, my daughter and my son took me to this wonderful place. It's a tea room. I meant to take the camera and I forgot. And although it was all gluten-free, I ate it all. I mean, I thought they have like 3 platters where you get all these different foods, and then they bring you more. I ate it all. Well, my God, guys, last night till 1:30 in the morning, I was in that bathroom sick as a dog, and then I woke up at 7 sick as a dog again with diarrhea, bloating, digestive issues, my stomach upset, grains. And I know it's the grains, because when I wasn't eating them, I felt fantastic, guys. So the other issue, if any of you have problems like with asthma or breathing issues, I want you to really stop and think. They've proven that grains cause inflammation. Dairy causes inflammation in the body. And the proof to myself is last week, you know, over the last months, but particularly last week, I thought, I don't care. I ate some wheat. I knew I'd have the digestive issues, but I didn't care. I was like, I just don't care. Well, I ate wheat, I think 3 days in a row. I had some wheat products. Third night, I was laying in bed like wheezing, and I thought, it's the wheat, because I've done that before, but I hadn't done it for a while. So I thought, maybe maybe it was just a coincidence. No, it's not. So the last couple times that I ate wheat, I got that breathing issue. And of course, wheat and grains cause inflammation. So the last thing you need if you have asthma or breathing problems is inflammation. Dairy and grains cause inflammation, guys. That's a proven fact. I don't know if any of you know this, but that so-called food pyramid that our country has was actually designed to fatten up livestock, pigs and cows and stuff. That's what it was designed for. All those grains and everything, bad, bad, bad. And that's why, like, if you're gonna buy meat, you should buy grass-fed, because they aren't eating grains, and that grain gets into their meat. So guys, if you have asthma, breathing issues, try it. Try it for yourself, or if it's your children or someone you know, go off of all grains and all dairy for at least a couple weeks. I mean, just at least a couple weeks to see what your body does. They say that the best thing to do is go 8 weeks when you're changing something to see how your body really reacts to it. But in my case, I stopped the wheat, and within 2 days, that feeling of was gone. So I know the wheat affects me very, very quickly, and as soon as I stop it, it goes away. Now I know they have so many gluten-free products, guys, and I fell into that thinking, oh well, you know, but the more I ate them, the more my weight kept going up. So I know it's not just because it's you know, has gluten. Gluten-free is not great for you either. You have to limit yourself. And I will show you guys. Hold on here. Looky. Okay. Look at all this. Okay. I had bought all of this. All gluten-free. It's gluten-free Bisquick, gluten-free cookie mixes, gluten-free bread mixes, all kinds of stuff, guys, okay? Bought all that gluten-free stuff. I'm going to get rid of it. And let me go back here. Put this back up. And I thought, I'm done. And my weight is killing me. I'm big. I feel so, my clothes are tight. I don't feel right anymore. Well, I found this stuff called cassava flour, guys. This is grain-free. This is made from, I guess it's a root. It's grain-free. Gluten-free, grain-free, nut-free cassava flour. If you can see that there. And this is paleo and vegan and all that good stuff. I made some grain-free tortillas. They even have the recipe on the back. Because I love tortillas. I'm Spanish. I like my tortillas, but they're wheat. And even the grain-free tortillas weren't working for me. Or I mean the gluten-free. So I got this cassava flour. Guys, I am telling you, I was kind of shocked. I thought, how can it taste that good? I mean, really, how can it taste that good when it's not a grain? And it is. It's just a flour, and it's yeah, it's 100% yucca root. It's made from the yucca root right there. See, I'll show you. Right there. And I made tortillas out of it, and they were delicious. I mean, I was shocked. I expected to bite into that thinking, oh, you know, yucca root. It tasted like I was eating a grain tortilla made out of some kind of grain flour. And you can use them as wraps. You can use them as, you know, tortillas just to eat with your meals, what have you. And I also, I'm going to show you real quick. Hold on. If I can get them here. I got serious about this, guys. Got real serious because my health has gone to hell since I stopped eating the way I was. I got these books by Danielle Walker. And she has several books. They're called, this one's like Against All Grain. I don't know if you can see that. But I got all three of them. There's this one, it's called Celebrations. They have recipes to make everything you want to eat without grains. Another one here, Against All Grain. Delectable Paleo Recipes. And guys, she even has recipes to make bread out of grain-free products. And it looks amazing. So I thought, I'm going to start using these books. They're called Against All Grain by Danielle Walker. Amazing. A ton of recipes in here. So guys, this cassava flour is amazing. You can use it to make Anything that you would make with flour, you use this instead, you know, grain flour. So I wanted to talk to you about that because so many people don't realize their illnesses are coming from their diet. Like, you know, the bottom line is your food can be your poison or your medicine. And the way our foods are now, they're so messed up, guys. Grains aren't what they used to be, especially wheat. They mess with them so much genetically and everything else that our bodies don't know what to do. There's so much disease now. And diabetes, that's like #1 up there. Why? Because all of these carbs, I mean, you are surrounded by carbs in everything. Everything has sugar or grains, which is nothing but carbs. And I think back to my own parents. My mother was the carb eater, and she ended up having stroke after stroke after stroke. She ended up with pre-diabetes. She started gaining weight. I mean, my dad, on the other hand, he was not. I will never forget my father going into the house, and he always had both sinks filled with water, and he had his fruit soaking in there. That's how he would clean it. He'd soak it for a little while and clean it off. My dad would eat fruit, not all day. I mean, like he'd have, you know, he'd have a piece of fruit after lunch or dinner. That was his sweets. He rarely indulged in sweets. It was something he just didn't do. And he didn't eat a ton of, I mean, they ate their bread and their tortillas, you know, but it wasn't like a bunch all day. He'd have a little bit with his meal, but he always had his meat and potatoes. My dad was the meat and potato and veggie guy. Oh my God, meat and potato. You'd walk into their house, he's got the meat and potatoes going. Well, my father, who never ate like my mother, he never got strokes. He never got diabetes. He never got any of this stuff like that. The only issues he had, you know, I mean, he was in his 80s, a little bit of a high blood pressure, that type of thing. That was it. So I thought about that as well. I thought, wow, what a difference. And now on my own body, my own self, guys, this weight that I have gained, I am so angry with myself. I let it happen. Bottom line, guys, if you're overweight and you're miserable and you're not happy with your weight, you cannot blame one single thing in this world but you. You. I don't care what happened in your childhood. I don't care if you're going through a divorce. I don't care if life is hell. We all have our times in life when things are tough, right? And you say, what the heck, I'm just going to eat what I want. And then when you gain the weight or you don't feel well after that big meal, you can't say, well, it was because I'm going through this. You got to say it's because I ate it. Bottom line, I ate it. Can't blame anybody else. And too many people do that. In this society, everything is blamed on everything. It's never just, what did you do to create this? And that's the bottom line, guys. If you are watching this and you're unhappy with your weight and how you're feeling in general, you have to blame only one person, and that's you and what you're putting in here. Because the bottom line is your food is what keeps you healthy or sick. And when you walk into a grocery store, what do you see? Aisle after aisle after aisle of processed food. You're supposed to shop on the perimeter, on the outside of that area. And the same with canned foods. Our canned foods are filled with BPA from the plastic lining on the inside, unless you buy you know, canned foods that don't have that BPA lining. So you think you're getting some good healthy, you know, canned veggies. Well, they're full of BPA, and they have done studies, guys. They test the urine of people who eat canned foods, and the BPA level in their urine is very high. They take them off the canned foods, BPA level disappears. So that's no good either. And I wasn't eating any canned foods. I'm not lying to you. When in that 2011-12 period, I literally was not eating canned foods. I think I had like 3 cans up there of a certain type of chili that I liked. But that was rare that I ate it. Nothing else. No canned. It was all fresh, you know, meat, fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, or frozen. Frozen fruit and frozen vegetables, they say, are even better because they flash freeze them immediately, holding all their nutrients in, so they're like instantly preserved. So guys, I'm going to show you, like, I went shopping this morning because I woke up at 7 o'clock with more severe diarrhea, thinking this is it, I'm done dying. I'm done going into that bathroom and thinking I just would like to die today. And I can't blame anybody. Oh, get over here. Sorry. So I'm going back to the way I was. Like, for instance, I get these organic kettle chips, okay? Got these because I'm going to treat myself. That's what I did before, guys. I would treat myself. I didn't go without eating anything good. I just was eating organic, but I was eating intermittently, like I said, every night. And if I did want to snack during the day, once in a while, I might grab a handful of this. That was it. I didn't want anything else. And so, and then of course, we have our, you know, good old organic strawberries. Berries are very low in the glycemic level, guys. Very low in sugar. Any kind of berries are really better for you. Guys, stop. Come here. Sorry, guys. Neighbor's dog is barking and my dogs have to answer. So, and anyway, and then I love hummus. So here's an organic kale pesto hummus, which I love. I love to get my chips with a little bit of hummus, just a little bit. I used to do that all the time, guys, when I was eating that way. And then I found this, which is dairy-free, completely dairy-free. It's a plant-based, what I call chocolate milk, but it's not chocolate milk. But it's a plant-based chocolate drink. It's called Ripple. This stuff is amazing. It tastes like chocolate milk. So that's a treat. You know, this is not something I'm going to drink. Even the carbohydrates aren't that bad, though. For a full cup, you only get 17 grams, which isn't really bad. And since it's completely dairy-free, I don't have any issues because I love chocolate milk once in a while. You know, sometimes you just want a glass of chocolate milk. Well, even the almond milks and stuff, sometimes they can be a little heavy. This stuff is great. And you can get it at Target. I got this one at Whole Foods, but you can get it at Target. And it's good, guys. And it's got protein, so I don't mind that as a treat now and then, because I'm not going to go without enjoying things. Life's too short, but I believe that how we go about enjoying it is what makes the difference in our weight, our health, and the way we feel. And here's another one. I got to have a soda now and then, guys. I'm sorry. I got to, once in a blue moon. See, this is the other thing. Back in 2011, 12, around that time, I waited until the end of the week to have my soda. I didn't drink a soda every day. It was like, okay, Friday or Saturday, I'm going to enjoy a soda. Well, this is what I got. It's called Dr. Snap from Whole Foods, made with pure cane sugar, not high fructose corn syrup, which, guys, is so bad for you. They've proven that stuff messes up your metabolism. It's there, guys. You got to face it. Look at America. Look how huge people are getting, and all the illnesses that they're getting younger and younger. Strokes, diabetes, heart problems, younger and younger. And look what we're doing. Look how everybody's been eating. So I believe in treating yourself. So I got these. I love them. They taste like Dr. Pepper. They're called Dr. Snap. So I got those. And then I went and got some good old, healthy lettuce, organic, everything's, except for the Dr. Snap and the Ripple chocolate stuff. The rest is organic. Got some nice lettuce, guys. This kind of stuff, I can't believe I let myself get away from eating that way because I felt so good. I don't know why I did it. But I would use this as a wrap. I mean, look how big these guys are. I would make like tuna or a chicken salad or something, and that would be my wrap instead of bread. I'd wrap it in there. It was delicious. Why I stopped? Stupidity, I guess, just stupidity. And then I got some good old Snap, sweet peas, guys. These are so yummy just to eat by themselves. I would snack on that. When I was hungry, I'd go get a bowl of these and snack on them. They were delicious, and I felt good. And then, of course, little cherry tomatoes, organic cherry tomatoes, which are just, I love tomatoes. And then some regular Roma tomatoes, organic. All of them are organic. I love yellow squash, guys. I love to just either put it in a salad. I love these. They're so good. Put them in a salad, just raw, or you know, chop them up and cook them in a pan. You know, I like to cook them with like zucchini and just different squashes together with a little garlic and salt and pepper, and just make them delicious. I love these things. I have loved those for as long as I can remember. My mom always used to make squash. Then, of course, a good old cucumber. Nothing's better than cucumber by itself. Nothing's better than a cucumber by itself just to snack on, or, you know, your salads or your sandwiches, whatever. These are amazing, guys. I used to eat cucumbers all the time. Stopped it. Went to processed foods. My weight went up. My health went down. And here's another thing I used to do that I love. Why stop? As I'm talking to you, I get so mad at myself, hearing myself say what myself has been doing. But here's nothing better than a good old sweet potato. I used to cook these up in the oven. I don't use microwaves. And the reason, guys, I'm not a microwave fan. I bought one at the pressure of everybody else. But they have proven that microwaves alter the biological structure of food, even water. It changes the structure of food and water. And they believe that that has a lot to do with maybe digestive issues, stomach cancers even, all kinds of things, because it actually alters how this food is. You cut this up, you put it in the microwave, and you have altered the way it actually was intended to be. I'm not touching that microwave again. I was using that as well. Again, digestive issues all the time. I never had that before. But this is the most delicious sweet treat, but chock full of good things for you, vitamins and minerals. I would bake this in the oven. Oh my gosh, I could just sit there and eat these all day because they're so delicious when you bake them. Not nuke them, but bake them in an oven. And then I got some good old Yukon potatoes. I love Yukon Golds. They're my favorite, organic. And potatoes are another thing that, you know, that's not something I'll eat every day because they are very high starch. But did you know that if you eat potatoes cold, like in a salad, a potato salad, but if they're cold, did you know that those will actually help you not become insulin resistant? They actually do the reverse when they're cold. They become what they call a resistant starch, which keeps your body from shooting up insulin all the time. So cold, they're really good. But you know, you want your hot potato every now and then. That's something I'll have once in a while, not every day. And then of course I have my organic onions. I love onions on everything. I mean, I love onions in, you know, breakfast, your eggs, your meats, everything. I love onions. And then, last thing in here, I got some organic celery because I love, I'm going to be making a salad with all this stuff. Salads to eat daily, and get back to the way I was, guys. I can't even tell you. Our country is so full of crap out there to eat, and I mean, it's just garbage. The way they have processed it, the way they have put, you know, you look at a box of something, crackers or something, you see all these words, it's like, I can't even pronounce that. What the hell is in that food that they've put together? And so I'm going back to eating real, what I call real food, in its natural state, not all processed, not all, you know, chemicals added and what have you, because I see the difference in my health. Even, you know, my skin, just the way I feel, guys. It's gotten bad. It's gotten really bad. And I thought to myself, I can't blame anyone but me. This weight I have that I'm miserable. What I'm going to do is tomorrow morning I'm going to take my weight and I'm going to post it for you guys to see my weight. And then the progression as I continue to eat the way I used to. No grains, no dairy. Guys, dairy is one of the biggest causes of inflammation in your body. We were never intended to eat dairy. I mean, think about it. That's for cows to give their babies till they're not eating anymore. Who the heck is out there, answer me, giving giraffes, rhinoceroses, elephants, cows, any animal out there, who's out there giving them calcium tablets for their calcium? Who's out there giving them dairy for their... No, guys, they're getting it from the plants that they eat. They're getting what they need. And people don't think of that. No, who stops to think, there's this massive ton elephant with bones like this. Nobody's out there giving them milk and dairy and calcium tablets to keep it strong. And elephants live a long time. And you think about every animal that's out there in the wild. Look at lions, all these massive beasts out there. Nobody's over there saying, here's your yogurt, here's your milk, here's your this. No, they're getting it from the vegetation that they eat. And each other. You know, they eat each other, unfortunately, but that's nature. But, so yeah, guys, like I don't drink, you know, like I said, I'm dairy free. So my choice is almond. I like almond milk. I used to get rice, but the rice is just too high starch, so I don't touch that. And rice doesn't agree with me that very well anyway. But guys, the reason I wanted to do this is because I have really seen the proof of my health just going downhill. Solid proof within a couple years, it's going downhill in every way. My moods, my sleep patterns, my weight, without a doubt. My skin doesn't feel, it feels, how can I put it? My skin is healthy looking and everything, but I still feel, it feels different. I don't know how to explain it. But when I was eating that way, I felt and looked 100% better. And I get concerned because so many of you out there, especially you younger ones, sorry, my hair keeps poking in my ear and it's itching. Some of you young ones have complained about your weight, that you're 15, 16, whatever, and your weight is going up and up. Well, guys, carbohydrates, that's it. Bottom lines, you know, you're going to have so many people argue the point, but the fact is carbohydrates make your blood sugar rise, which causes your insulin to come shooting out to get rid of that blood or that sugar, and it stores it. You store all that sugar as fat over and over and over. And remember one thing, guys, like say right now maybe you're only 10, 15 pounds or so over, and you're thinking, oh, I don't care. When you know deep down you're really gonna care, remember that once you get fat on your body, you never get rid of it unless you have it liposuctioned out. If you gain weight, those fat cells are in your body forever. The only thing that happens when you diet or change your way of eating is they shrink. That's why they say, oh, okay, I lost 40 pounds, and they go back to eating normally. They really don't, you really, you know, you're not really changing much, but you're eating back to normal. Those fat cells plump right back up. It's like, oh, there's some more food, and they suck it up and you're fat again. So the only way to get rid of it is liposuction. And that's why I say, like, if you're young or if maybe you're pregnant and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to eat whatever I want, I'm pregnant, it's okay. Guys, guess what? That fat you gain when you're pregnant, that fat you gain because you feel like, I don't care, it's permanent. And that's why I tell you, be careful. I mean, when I was younger, when I had my first baby, I only gained 25 pounds. And after that baby was born, my son was born, guess what? The weight fell right off of me. I only gained 25 pounds, and I didn't diet. It was just gone. I mean, within a matter of a few months, it was gone. And the same with my daughter. I didn't gain much weight. I gained more with her than I did my first one, my son. But it still came off quickly. But then with each, I had 5 kids. By the 5th child, okay, each child I ate a little more, gained a little more weight. Well, by the 5th child, guess what, guys? I got up to 200 pounds. And it was stupidity. It was like, oh, I can eat what I want. Well, I know those fat cells are in me forever now, so I do have to watch. And as you get older, that's the other thing, guys, especially women. We have a tendency to gain weight quicker than most men. As you get older, you simply do not need the calories that you did when you were younger. It's a fact, guys. You have to remember, our bodies are preparing to die as we age. Everything is working less. It's not, even if you're out there working out, what have you, your body still is preparing to die. And if you're one of those people who you see that you're gaining more and more weight as you get older, I had a doctor tell me many, many years ago, once you get like in your 40s, you need to start watching what you eat. Even before that, obviously, so that you don't have that issue. But if you notice all of a sudden, man, I seem to be gaining a lot of weight. He said, you just don't need the calories that you did when your body was growing and producing and what have you. He says, we're slowing down. The body's going towards that part of life where it doesn't need as many calories. It needs the nutrients, but not as many calories. So if you're getting older and you're seeing your weight going up, think about how many calories you're putting in. I did that just for the heck of it the other day. I thought, I'm going to actually calculate every calorie I just ate like I normally did. You know what, guys? I am not lying to you. Because I would grab a handful of this or grab a handful of that, of grain stuff and the wrong stuff. I was at 2,200 calories, which is insane. That would make me blow up to a balloon over time. So I'm done with it. I'm done, not only because of my weight, I'm uncomfortable, my clothes don't fit me well anymore, but my health. The more weight you have, the higher your blood pressure. So there's so many things, the diabetes, the heart issues, everything that comes with weight. So if you're younger and you're thinking, oh, I'm only 22, I don't have to worry, and you're overweight, you're going to be wishing you worried about it 60 years down the line. And you're thinking, oh, God, by the time I'm 70 or 80, who's going to care? Guys, I'm 62 now. My birthday was Friday. Or Friday, I'm sorry. My birthday was Friday. I turned 62. I don't feel like I'm, you know, headed toward the end. I still feel, mentally, I feel very young inside. I feel good inside in that way. I remember when I was 20 and I would think of somebody being even 40. It was like, oh my God, that's ancient. It comes a lot quicker than you think, and you'll wish you had taken care of yourself. Overweight causes not only internal diseases like diabetes and heart problems, but you're going to mess up your joints as well. You see those people who are very overweight and they're walking and they're, struggling, and they're in wheelchairs or whatever. It messes up your joints, guys. Our bodies were never intended to carry all the weight that you see everybody carrying. They weren't intended. And the intermittent fasting is part of that. Think back to before food was everywhere. People ate when they could. You know, they caught their meat or their fish. They were eating 3 meals a day and snacks all day and snacks in the evening. Sorry guys, I got something in my tooth. But I realize now with that intermittent fasting, I didn't even know I was doing it, guys. And that weight fell off of me. And then I started finding it. I don't even know how I found out about intermittent fasting. It was by accident somehow online. And that's when I realized that's what I was doing. Didn't know it. That's what I was doing back then. And so guys, if you're concerned about your weight, your health, the way you feel, the way you look, you know you're overweight, get back to real food. If you can, get back to as much organic as you can, because all those pesticides and hormones and antibiotics, you don't think they're going to affect our body. You're crazy if you think they don't. You're just crazy. I mean, I have a neighbor now who just found out she has diverticulitis. Didn't know it. And they told her, no corn. You got to watch this, got to watch that. She's got to watch everything. And I just told my son today, I hope you learn from this and you start feeding your body right. I said, because basically what I've done is I have prepped my body to have these problems. That's what I've done. By eating, I used to eat grains and dairy, before I had my 4th kid. I ate dairy every day, all day. I ate grains like crazy, the tortillas or toast, always having toast and sandwiches and pasta and all that grain stuff. I didn't realize I was prepping my body to have all these issues. And I'm done, guys. I'm done because, like my dad used to say, without your health, you have nothing. And I'm a believer of that, because if you don't have your health, you really can't enjoy life. Like I went out last night, enjoyed the daylights out of that. It was so beautiful in that tea room, guys. If we go again, I'm going to take the camera this time. It's so beautiful. It's so special. I enjoyed all the food, but my God, did I pay a price. It's not worth it anymore. Those days are over. I can't. At my age now, I can't suffer like that. I can't be in that bathroom sick, dying, wanting to die, and crying anymore. I'm over it. And I want my weight back down to where it was. I felt good, guys. When I was 123, 124, the lightweightness of what it does to your body, for those of you that are extremely overweight and you're miserable and you want to get rid of it, You have to just stop and think about, visualize yourself being lightweight, being able to move easy, bend over, tie your shoes, go running, walking, what have you, without going. That's what weight does. It destroys your body. So guys, for those of you that are really concerned about losing weight, try the intermittent fasting. It works. There, look it up online. You'll see, and there's a lot of videos about it too, about how well it works and what it does, how the body gets a rest. You know, I also did a 36-hour fast. I felt amazing, guys. I went 36 hours with nothing but water and some chicken broth. Oh my gosh, I felt so good. I should have continued it, but I thought, I'm not going to push it. But I felt amazing. Our body needs a rest from digesting all day long. Digesting. It gets you tired. Why do you think after you have a big meal, you're ready to pass out? Your body is shooting all that energy into digesting, and then you have all the carbs. Your sugars go up and down. It messes you up, guys. So get serious. If you really want to lose weight, start eating real food, guys. Real food, not all that BPA canned stuff, not all that processed box stuff. Eat real food, real meats and fish and vegetables and seafood and fruits. My dad ate fruit at least twice a day, every day. He didn't eat it all day because it's still sugar. So don't fool yourself thinking I'll eat 5 bananas and, whatever all day. No. He would eat like 1 or 2 pieces every day. That was his dessert. And my dad he never got he got a little paunch in his 80s. I mean, my God, just a teensy one. But he was never overweight and fat. He was always slender and healthy till the day he was put in the hospital. He was mowing the lawn at 84 out there. So, guys, I guess I needed to make this because I'm hurting inside. I hurt myself by doing what I've done to myself. I hurt physically. I'm hurt mentally for letting myself do this and get to this place again. And I'm angry at myself, but I know I'm human. I'm human, and I just slacked off. I'm going back to it all. You see everything I got here. And try this cassava for you guys that want your breads or tortillas type of things. This is the replacement. And it was good, guys. I'm not just saying it. When I made these tortillas, they were actually good. I took a bite, and then my son tasted one. My daughter, they were like, oh, that's really good. And you can't always say that when you're trying to replace something. They don't always work out, but this did. I got this online, by the way, from Amazon. So that's where I got it. I don't know if they have it in health food stores. I haven't really looked. But guys, I just had to get this off my chest because I am miserable right now as I speak to you. My gut is it's just like rumbling. It doesn't feel well. It doesn't feel right. I can't blame anyone but myself for my weight, for the way I feel. I can't. I'm not going to say, oh, because of this or because of that. Too many excuses are out there, guys. Look around when you go out shopping or you go somewhere. My God, people are huge. And they don't realize that they are killing themselves slowly. Not about looks, guys. I mean, yeah, you look better when you're thinner. But it's not about the looks. It's about what you're doing to your joints, what you're doing to your heart to carry all that. I mean, go put 50 pounds on your back. Get 50 pounds of something. You're going to feel your heart. It's pounding away trying to carry that weight. That's what you're doing to your heart and your body. And if you're overweight and let's say you have children, don't you want to be around for them when you're older, for your kids to get married or college or grandkids or whatever? You're not helping that occur if you're really, really overweight. And same with your children. Get your children off of the processed junk food. They won't like it at first, of course, because they're used to it. Get them on real food, guys. If you have a child that's overweight, stop with all those carbohydrates, with the breads and the pastas and the rices and tons of potatoes and tons of this. Get to real food that isn't full of starches and carbs, and your child will start to lose that weight. Because you think it's okay that it's cute and chubby? No. What it's leading to is somebody, you've seen the Honey Boo Boos and the, Mama Junes. That's not funny, guys. For the first time in my life, I watched that show last week. I thought, I'm going to see what this is about. I could not believe my eyes. I was like, oh my God, that whole family is massive. And they're all going to have horrible health issues. And I looked at that little girl and I thought, oh my God, she's so big already. Her mother is helping her children become what she is, which was massively overweight, needing surgery to cut her stomach up, to try to get back to normal. No, don't do that to your kids. Get the crap out of your house, and that's the only way it'll work. If you have it in the cabinets, if you have it in the fridge, it's going to be eaten. Replace all that junk with vegetables and fruits, and make different things to make, you know, yummy things. You can buy so many things to take care of that sweet tooth. Like I bought at Costco, they have organic strawberry jam. No sugar added, just the strawberry. So I'll take a spoonful of that once in a while. It's like, ah, it's so sweet and good. That's what I used to do all the time. Now I blew it all by eating the crap. I have candies and cookies and greens and dairy with my lactate, thinking what the, I'm paying a price, guys. So, end of this video. I just wanted to get this out there. Try the intermittent fasting. Look it up. There's different ways to do it. 4-hour block, 8-hour block that you eat. Nothing else outside of that. Try to go organic. Get rid of all those pesticides, antibiotics, or hormones in the meats. Try to get grass-fed if you can. If you can't do it all, at least try to incorporate some of the organic into your food, because I know it's expensive, but a lot of people don't realize that they're spending a fortune on junk that they could actually be spending on organic. Or if you can't get organic, at least just real food. You know, get the real veggies, the real fruits and things, because this is what's happening. Look around America, guys. We're one of the unhealthiest places on this planet because of what we eat. And doctors out there, they're not anxious to get you well because they want to stay rich. They want to have their fancy homes and cars and vacations and jewels and clothes. They're not worried about you getting well. They're worried about treating your symptoms, keeping you coming. Oh, now you're so sick you need surgery. Guys, you can heal yourselves if you look on YouTube and you look on so many natural ways to heal yourselves. It's possible. A lot of people have done it. I was as healthy as could be when I was eating that way. Never got sick, never got a cold, nothing. I mean, guys, I was just healthy. So you're going to have nutritionists and you're going to have your doctors tell you, oh, that's a bunch of bull. Grains and dairy aren't going to bother you. Of course they're going to tell you that. They want to keep you sick. Don't fool yourself. I don't care how sweet and nice your doctor is. And I'm talking regular Western medicine. Homeopathy is different. Holistic medicine, they'll try to help you get off of all this junk. But your regular Western doctors, they're going to tell you, oh, no, that's not going to really matter. It doesn't really matter. Oh, no. It does, guys. And if you're healthy, how can they live the life they live? They can't. If you're not coming in every month or needing medications or needing shots or needing this, that, or the other advice, how can they stay rich? They can't do it. And that's why they don't want you to be healthy. They don't want you to change what you're doing. They don't want to tell you your food is your medicine or your poison. It's your choice, guys. And they're not going to tell you that. So I'm telling you that. Your food can heal you or kill you. That's your choice. And I made the choice after screwing up, and I fully admit it, I screwed up for the last couple years of eating what I wanted, not organic, and microwaves. I don't trust those things. They look that up as well, about what microwaves do to food and water. Look it up, guys. You'll be so surprised what you find out. I'm not touching that thing again. No. Going back to heating things up in a pan like I grew up with. And everything's going to be organic as much as possible. Like before, I was eating probably, I'd say 95% organic. A few things, you know, like my Ripple here, it's not organic. But it's really, I have to treat myself. I'm not going to go without everything because life's too short. And same with my sodas. I'm going to have my Dr. Snap as a treat now and then. So guys, had to talk to you about it. If you're worried about your health, do that, guys. Look up intermittent fasting. Look up organic food. Look up going dairy-free and grain-free. There's a book out there called Grain-Free Brain, or Grain Brain. God, I can't even remember what is it, Grain Brain? Oh, it's called Grain Brain. And it tells you what the grains do to your brain and how it affects your entire body. There's so much info out there, guys. Don't just listen to some doctor or these nutritionists piss me off when I say, oh yeah, eat all those whole grains, lots of them. And you can make a smoothie filled with stevia. Guys, stevia is not healthy. It's no better than the other sweeteners. They lie to you. Stevia in its natural form from the leaf, if you were to just eat it like that, that's what the other countries have eaten. Not like our country where we process it into this white powder. Do you have any idea what they do to process all this stuff? Even coffees. I will buy only organic coffee now. I found out, you know, it was my homeopath doctor who told me, if you knew the chemicals they use to decaffeinate coffee, you would just die. So I have to drink decaf because caffeine affects me. I'm just buying the organic decaf from now on. There's just so much that they're not going to tell you because they don't want you healthy, guys. I mean, think about it. You go in, they hand you pill after pill after pill, medication after medication, but they don't heal you. They don't get you well. They just keep you going. And no matter how miserable you are, they'll keep you going. So it's up to you to start researching. I researched years ago. That's why I'm so angry at myself for letting myself go out of that place that I was in, which was so much healthier. Research all of this. Research what the antibiotics and hormones do to you. Research what the pesticides do to you. Research microwaves. Research what dairy does to you, what grains do to you. Research, guys. Don't just listen to your Western medicine doctor who says it doesn't matter. It's fine. That's bull. He's lying. She's lying. So anyway, guys, I got to put my stuff away. I hope you have a wonderful day today. I know this was a kind of a long video, but I needed to let you know that, you know, I've just gotten so many of you who have said you're not feeling well, you're depressed because you're overweight, you're depressed because your skin's so unhealthy, you've got pimples and this and that. Your diet is destroying your body if you're not eating just real things, real food, guys. And then you treat yourself. If you go out to dinner, have a nice dessert. If you go to a barbecue, enjoy it. It's just don't make it your everyday diet. Don't let that be part of your everyday eating. It's plain and simple. Research, guys, for your own health, for your weight, for your children, for someone you love and care about. Research. Don't just believe what some doctor tells you. Research. Get yourself healthy. So I'm going to take my weight tomorrow morning. I will post it. And then I'm going to follow through every week. I will post it. See what this does going back to the way I was. So talk to you later, guys. Have a great Easter. Have a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow. I guess I'll take my weight. Bye-bye. Mwah. Love you.